And yeah, they almost every other day you can drive down the street in this neighborhood and see a car through a backyard fence or parked up on the front yard lawn, or like it's just, oh, we let people drive way too long out here in Arizona. Most of our driver's licenses don't expire till like 2050 something. It's insane. It really is kind of crazy how long we let people drive out here. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. At least twice a month you will see that, just taking Ollie for a walk. Oh shit, there's another one through a fence, or just didn't stop and went through their garage door. You know what I mean? Like, we laugh about it because usually they're not hurt. But again, sometimes it is at a stoplight and they go through it and hit the junction box or take out a street light, or it actually has become a little bit of a problem out here because again, we let people drive. We give you a driver's license at 16 and you don't have to get it rechecked until you're in your 60s. The only reason I had to go get mine redone is because when I came back from the military, I had to get a driver's license in another. No, I did keep my Arizona one. I was able to keep my Arizona one, but I think I got one. I bought a car in another state, and I think I had to have a driver's license in that state for whatever reason. That's why I had to redo mine. But again, if I check it, I'm pretty sure that it's valid until like 2057 or something like that. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure my vision's probably going to start going by then. I'm pretty sure I might be just a little blurry at that point. But all right, enough of my ugly mug. Thank you guys again for swinging in so early in the stream. I appreciate it. Today again will be a little shorter just because I don't want it to get too late in the day before I start replying to a lot of that stuff. And if anybody's a part of like a review program or something like Tricky, I know you've been streaming for a little while. I don't know if you're involved in any other like social media type stuff, but any way to try and get quote unquote free computer parts. Like I've been trying to get a sponsorship with Asus for a while, and they're finally like starting to get back to me, which is crazy. Asus, oh my god, if I could get something with Asus, that would like that would be so awesome. But I think they're going to send me a new motherboard to test and review. Like this is completely like way out there. Like I still am not sure that I'm reading it right, but if that's the case, that would be effing awesome. So like little things like that. There was another one too from another company. So maybe this little sponsorship thing did more than I'm expecting. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, and I noticed it was somebody that was in Knight's stream, I think, and they were doing something with Amazon where they get products and then they review them and whatnot. And shit, who doesn't buy a bunch of stuff on Amazon? I mean that's like crazy. So again, I've never really done this kind of stuff, so I just don't even know what kind of other opportunities are out there. But try and make the most of it for sure. So yeah, all right, day 361, guys. Here we go. And how perfect is it that my 1 year anniversary is going to fall on a Saturday? So we're going to party that day. Honestly, we might not even play that much War Thunder. I mean, the game will be on, but I'm sure we'll just be jamming out, vibing out. We're going to take a deep dive into like everything I've been able to do so far as all my trees and how many vehicles I've been able to spade and how far my crews are. I mean, we can just totally take a deep dive and see how much can you get done in a year kind of thing. Not to mention we'll look at my stats. We'll take a good look at all the websites that have my stats, and then if anybody else wants me to put their spotlight on them, we can take a look at theirs. Because I know there are some people out there that have some pretty flippin' badass stats. And to be able to carry good stats on those sites it really is impressive. We all talk about it like, oh, those stats don't mean anything, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you've been playing this game for 10 years and your stats are fucking amazing, that means something. That means you're pretty damn good at this game, And likewise, if you're early on, which I don't expect my stats to be very good, I did a lot of ground pounding early on just because I thought that's what we were supposed to be doing. I didn't realize this was a dogfight game, not to mention I'm a Marine. They teach us to cast. Like, that's just what we're taught to do. We're taught to help the people on the ground. And every prompt that you get when you start this game is support the ground troops, take care of the ground targets, blah, 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 blah. Now, one thing says, eliminate all the air targets. Like, very rarely does it say that. And it's usually after you've taken care of all the ground targets. Like, it's totally backwards, but again, that kind of is what it is. So let's see what Gaijin starts giving us. These boxes start getting a little bigger. I find it funny that I guess it makes sense the more I think about it, that 364 is the big day and not 365, but that is what it is. We time travel in here anyway with the time that I stream. Because I don't care. Yeah, you really can't. Even the esports guys, what's the point in really caring about it? Like playing the game to have good stats. That you're usually not gonna end up doing very well if you play it that way. And I can promise that the majority of people that have good stats probably don't check it very often and probably don't really think about it all that much. Yeah, I got this update. I will read it for you guys real quick, but you can all go to the website and check it. But in March, all right, today's February 3rd, so we got 1 month. I'm assuming it'll be March 1st, but starting in March, we're going to have a new rank. It's no longer going to be rank 8. Now we're going to have a rank 9. I think you've probably heard little rumors of that before, but all this is going to get bumped up to rank 9. Some of the planes are going to move up. Some of the planes are going to get rearranged and moved. So essentially in March, even the ground trees are all going to get rearranged. But you guys can go in here and they have examples on the Gaijin website of how the trees are going to look before and after. So I can't necessarily show that to you guys right now, but just know that that came out this morning, and it's saying that March is when that's going to kick in. And we kind of knew that that was coming soon, but um, 1 more month, man. That's really soon. That's really, really soon. That's really, really, really soon. So to start things off, I'm going to jump in old tried and true here. Although, you know what? We're gonna get saucy. We're gonna throw some sauce on it this morning. Ooh, what's this? A question mark? Never seen a question mark. Oh, yeah. So this is gonna be one of the ones that's getting moved to rank 9. So they're gonna move that to rank 9, but they're not gonna move the Super Hornet. Oh, they are. Okay, I missed it. I missed it when I looked at it earlier. I'm not feeling that much sauce, and we didn't make it to 6 million yesterday like I thought I might. All right, so I'm going to hop in the Rafale. No, I'm not going to hop in the Rafale. I'm going to start in the Mirage S5, and then I'm going to move up to the Rafale after a couple of battles. So let's see what old 12.7's like. I think with the Mark starting this morning, I'm expecting air to be pretty chill. And of course, if anybody out there wants to join me, you guys are more than welcome. Just shoot me a message or let me know, in chat, and I can shoot you an invite if you're already in my deal. I haven't got that many contacts yet to where I can't usually find you guys. I've got my fingers crossed for it. Oh shit, that's a first. That's a first. I've got my fingers crossed for it. I'm really, really hopeful that it makes a difference. Damn, of all the things to hit the floor, my mouse. That's not good. Um, but I'm also a little bit worried that with moving those planes up, is it not just gonna condense the Su-30s, in rank 8 and almost make it worse? I'm a little. I hope not. I hope not. I'm extremely hopeful that that's not the case. I think I got a little bit too close now. I've been so good about not doing that. And again, I should take this down for stability reasons on my PC, but um, ultimately this camera will actually be on the other side and will show the stick and throttle whenever I play Sim or DCS. So ultimately when I play War Thunder, this won't be a permanent kind of thing, unless people say they really want to see it. We all just kind of tap in W and S, but alright, so let's do this. Let's do this. Exactly, exactly. And even doing this sometimes can start to feel like I hear some streamers say it like, oh, I really gotta play well. They start putting pressure on themselves to play well. Who does well when they do that to themselves? You know, even when you're competing, even when you're in like a competition, you're like, oh, this one, I have to have this one. How often do you do that to yourself and then it works out? I mean, every now and then, yeah, you can muster it up, but usually when you put that kind of pressure on yourself, you psych yourself out. Just try not to think about that. Just do what you do. Especially if you were like already doing well. You know, this game is a very streaky game, and it's very difficult to put good games together, you know, back to back to back to back to back. And especially if you're like forcing yourself to do it. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully you guys can hear the game today, because I sure as hell can't. Hopefully it's just really quiet. Oh, my capture card right now is such a toss-up. And we need to turn the music down just a little bit, I think. No, we're good. Let me know on the music and audio levels, guys, today. Let me know if any of them need to come up or down. Gosh, it was working. Hang in there just a second, guys. The screen's going to turn off and on. There we go. And just like that, magic. He's got magic. Magic in his fingers. He's got magic. Magic in his fingers. He's got magic. And he's got magics on his wingtips. He's got magic everywhere. For those of you on a capture card, that's the trick sometimes. Sicario had that happen the other day, and he was like trying to reset his Xbox and shit. I'm like, I'm telling you, man, just reset your capture card. Just hit the activate, deactivate button, and it should work. 9 times out of 10, that'll do it. Especially with my computer that processes audio for some really slowly. Of all the things, it just doesn't seem to like this, all these audio sources and signals. It's really loud right now. Stop trying to shoot at me. Ah, I got you, bitch. I can't believe that hit. Oh, I love these magic. Or that was, I knew that was a 530. I was hoping it was. I was worried I didn't switch it. That was a 530. That was even a better hit.